Verstappen's story begins on September 30th, 1997, in the small town of Hasselt, Belgium. From the moment he was born, it was clear that Max was destined for a career in motorsport. His father, Jos Verstappen, had been a Formula One driver himself, racing alongside Michael Schumacher during the mid-90s, while his mother, Sophie Kumpen, was a highly accomplished karting champion. Together, they provided the perfect environment for nurturing a young racing talent. Motorsport was more than just a passion in the Verstappen household. It was a way of life. From an early age, Max was surrounded by the hum of engines and the smell of rubber. At just 4 years old, his father placed him in a go-kart, and it quickly became apparent that Max had inherited his parents' competitive spirit and natural talent for racing. What set Max apart wasn't just his speed, but his relentless determination and fierce work ethic. His father was a strict mentor, pushing Max to his limits in training and karting competitions, ensuring that he was not just good, but exceptional. By the age of 7, Max was already winning regional karting competitions, and by his early teens, he had firmly established himself as one of the most talented karting drivers in the world.
And it's the win that gives him his first world championship. Max Verstappen has led the world championship for more rounds.
Max's karting career was nothing short of spectacular. He won numerous championships, including the European KF3 Championship in 2010 and the World KZ Championship in 2013. These victories were not simply the result of raw talent, but also a reflection of Max's work ethic and his father's relentless coaching. Jos ensured that Max never settled for anything less than perfection, teaching him to push the limits on every lap. The grueling practice hours and the desire to always improve gave Max the edge he needed to stand out in a highly competitive sport.
The opportunity to be the first one, and I think also the track itself looks really cool. Especially turn 3, I think the banking is amazing. You can do a lot of different lines there. And then the last corner as well, like you go through it, the steering wheel gets really heavy. Again there you can do.
In 2014, at the age of just 16, Max made a move that would stun the motorsport world. Instead of following the traditional path through Formula 3 and Formula 2, Max signed with Toro Rosso, Red Bull's junior team, to become the youngest driver in Formula 1 history. The decision was met with skepticism by some, as many believed that a teenager couldn't handle the immense pressure and complexity of Formula 1. But Max was not just any teenager. His years of karting and his father's demanding training had prepared him for this moment.
Over the hill comes wheel to wheel with Lewis Hamilton. Round the outside of turn 1 he goes. Verstappen's got the restart sorted. The checker flag is out. The Brazilian Grand Prix goes to Max Verstappen.
Max debuted in Formula 1 in 2015, and from his very first race, it was clear that he was no ordinary rookie. His bold overtakes, fearlessness on the track, and ability to handle the pressures of top-level motorsport caught everyone's attention. In just one season, he had made such an impact that Red Bull Racing promoted him to the main team in 2016, where he would cement his place as one of Formula One's rising stars.
Verstappen, world champion, t-shirt, and at the Mercedes garage, they are shell-shocked.
I might need to sit down for quite a while here, Martin Brundle, to just try and compute what up hope. But in live sport, you never ever give up hope. You never leave before the end, because anything can happen. And here in Abu Dhabi, it did.
The defining moment of Max's early career came at the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix. At just 18 years old, Max became the youngest driver ever to win a Formula One race, a record that still stands. His racecraft, tire management, and ability to remain calm under pressure were on full display, and the world took notice. Max's win wasn't just a personal triumph, it was a clear signal that the future of Formula One was changing. Overnight, Max became a household name, and the world began to talk about the possibility of a new era in the sport, the Verstappen era.
But now Now can Leclerc with DRS get back at Verstappen? We're heading towards turn 4. This has been a bit of a problem for these two in the past. No problem doing it again. He's going for it again, Max Verstappen, and he's got a quarter of a car length in front. Now they come out of turn 2, and he's got a couple of cars.
Over the next few years, Max continued to grow as a driver, becoming known for his aggressive driving style and fearless overtaking maneuvers. His time at Red Bull Racing was marked by highs and lows, but through it all, Max's determination never wavered. He faced off against some of the sport's greatest drivers, including Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel, and while he didn't always come out on top, he earned their respect. Max's style was uncompromising. He pushed the limits of what was possible on the track, sometimes to the frustration of his rivals and team bosses. But it was this very trait, his refusal to settle for anything less than the best, that made him so beloved by fans and feared by his competitors.
Hamilton's going to force Verstappen the long way round. By the time they get to the corner, he's about a third of a car in front. By the time they get out of the corner, this time around Hamilton is just a little too far back to make the move on Verstappen. Max Verstappen takes victory in Italy. Yes.
The 2021 Formula One season was the culmination of years of hard work, determination, and growth for Max. For the first time, he had a car capable of challenging for the World Championship, and his rival for the title was none other than 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton. The 2021 season is widely regarded as one of the most intense and dramatic in the sport's history. Every race was a battle, with Max and Hamilton trading blows in a season filled with controversy, breathtaking moments, and a level of competitiveness that had not been seen in years.
The middle of the track forces Verstappen wider at turn 1 and positions that Mercedes beautifully. But is that only temporary from too far back to make the move on Verstappen? Max Verstappen takes victory.
The season came down to the final race in Abu Dhabi, where in a dramatic last-lap showdown, Max overtook Hamilton to claim his first World Championship title. The moment was electric. Max had done it. He became the first Dutch driver to win a World Championship, a feat that solidified his place in Formula One history. The final lap of the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix will be remembered as one of the most iconic moments in Formula One history, a testament to Max's skill, resilience, and determination.
Great stuff, great behind the scenes action.
France, I followed you for 10 laps, lifting and coasting scenes. It just goes to show if you're half a metre offline.
At just 26 years old, Max Verstappen has already achieved more than most drivers could dream of. He is a world champion, a record breaker, and one of the most exciting talents Formula One has ever seen. But Max's journey is far from over. With years ahead of him, there's no telling how many more records he will break or how many more championships he will win. One thing is certain, Max Verstappen's story is still being written and the world is watching, eager to see what comes next for this extraordinary talent.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
As Max continues to push the boundaries of what is possible in Formula One, one can only wonder, how much further will he go? Will he become one of the greatest drivers the sport has ever seen? Will he surpass legends like Michael Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. Max Verstappen is not just a champion. He is a force of nature, and his journey is far from over. The world of Formula One will never be the same again, and we are all here to witness the incredible rise of Max Verstappen, a legend in the making.
Throughout the whole race I kept fighting, and then of course that opportunity in the last lap, it's incredible. I'm still having a cramp, but it's insane. They let me, but yeah, it's insane. I'm so happy, and also, you know, Christian, but also Helmut, you know.